Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 1, Episode 7 of Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. We are playing through the tutorial edition. It's this fold-out Start Here tutorial for The Fall of Avalon. We've already kind of completed the tutorial, but I want to kind of go back through Hunter's Grove and the Whitening again, just to walk us through another round of combat and diplomacy, just to see how we got it right. So let's go ahead and we'll take our first location action. We're going to gather food in Hunter's Grove. We'll make a move. We will get to gather a food here, so we have one more food. And then we get to draw, I guess, an encounter card. There's a misshapen vermin again. We'll grab this encounter card. Oh, sorry about that. We'll grab one more encounter card here. Again, it's another misshapen vermin that we're going to attack. And we'll grab our 3 combat cards. And let's see what we have here. We've got Hold Guard, Grapple. So we're going to go in and put this Hold Guard card in place here. And we are going to... we get the opportunity to run away or grapple. So we can go ahead and we'll play this defend card as well. And that will allow us to draw one more card. And we can, it says lose 2, and we get a +1/, prevent 2 damage. We also get 2x here, so that's 3. We do lose 2 of our tokens. So I get to place one more in the combat pool because I get to line up the defend. And what is my other card here? Grapple. I'm going to play this. I get to play 2 more. And that's going to give me the 4 for the combat. So I think that's going to be able to do it for this combat. So I'll move these back. I am able to draw... I'm able to... Quick victory check allows me to have... my health went down 2, but then I'm able to... get loot is 1 food again, so I gain 1 food back again, and that's going to do it for that combat turn. I will rest here to wrap up my turn. I will eat 1 food, which will restore my strength and restore my bonus to the top, so that'll clear me up there, and I'll place these combat cards here. And then once more, I'm going to travel over to the Whitening on the next turn, and I'm going to go ahead start this. This is really the 5th day. I am going to turn over this encounter card, and there's a suspicious guard again. Let's just replay this suspicious guard just to see how it works again. So I'm going to place a token on the start position. And then I'm going to grab 3 diplomacy cards. And I get Stall for Time, Might Makes Right, Bizarre Methods. So I get to play these 3 cards here, which gives me 3 tokens, 1, 2, 3. And that's gonna raise my, each one of these gives me 1, 2, 3. So I get to raise those up. And I've already passed that bonus. And so I'm able to play that final card and finish the negotiation. So that's going to go back up to the bottom of this deck. I can place the suspicious ground back in the blue section, and that is going to wrap it up for our second wave of figuring this out. We're going to get again 1 more food for the bonus of this, and I'm going to restore that. I will use a travel to move back to Hunter's Grove and another travel to move back toward the farmhold. And then where I'm going to eat a food, I will restore my health up. And then finally, I can restore my fear, my terror, and my energy back to the full levels. And I think that is going to do it for the tutorial. So I kind of got the idea. It does say here at the end, it says, important, while this tutorial gives player a general grasp of the game, there are many additional rules it does not cover, such as parties and party action, event cards, chapter setup, legacy location, encounter traits, and so on. Before playing a full campaign, we encourage you to read the full rule book at least once. So while we're here, we've got some time here. Let's go through and take a look at the rest of those rules here. So first off, we've got legacy locations. So the components overview, we've got the Guardian encounters, Menhir, location cards, which we've played, secrets deck, item deck, the dials, which we've used, skill deck, encounters deck, we've used encounters. We've got active quest, health marker we've used, combat and diplomacy decks we've used, location deck we've used, but they were already supplied for us. Introductory letters, maps, and save sheets. We will explore those when we do the full version. Let's kind of go into some of those things that they called out, like we know about Order of the Day. Order of the Day has the Order of the Day card, which gives a start of the day, during the day, and end of the day. And then we looked at combat. We looked at our combat and diplomacy options. So combat and diplomacy, we looked at those. Okay, here's basic rules. Legacy locations. The oversized cards are the segments of the location. There's Menhir, Dreams, Unfriendly Settlements, and Friendly Settlements. These are the symbols that can appear on our location cards. So that's going to drive a lot of our actions. So once we're on our own, we'll have to follow up on those. Legacy location. In Tainted Grail, many locations are transformed by the player's actions. Sometimes your exploits will switch an entire location for its new altered version. When location cards change, their number changes as well. However, the original location number can still be found on the card. Okay, example, you enter a location that has 190 direction key on its right edge. You look for 190, but it's not available in the game anymore. You check the location legacy, and now it's a 195. Okay, so that's something to keep track of. Menhirs and weirdness. In the land of Avalon, whenever Menhir goes dark, parts of the land sink into the primal force of the weirdness. Except small, isolated pockets of reality left around disabled Menhirs. So activating Menhirs requires characters to use their action found in the back of the location card. And then there's events, quests, and tasks. The event card which you revealed at the start of the game sets you out on your first quest. In Tainted Grail, quests are the main branches of the story. Quests are contained on either event or secrets cards. The very first event you draw during the game includes a quest that reads, Gain the Menhir Rights secret card. And you place this event next to the event deck. Okay. So that we can go through those rules. This is about events, and then there's chapter setup. Let's see what they meant about chapter setup. We did combat, so we can go through combat. We'll go through combat again when we play the first round. Other combat rules, so the connectedness. We did diplomacy. We did a sample of diplomacy. Obviously, you need to study that a bit more. Okay, I think that's going to do it for our first round through this. So yeah, cool. Looking forward to jumping into our first full game, having played this tutorial. Like I mentioned, I'm going to break out those Menhir cards. We'll probably get to use the Monsters of Avalon set next time. Let me give you guys a quick view of the Monsters of Avalon from this set. And as usual, you guys can go check out our miniature games. Some of these monsters are quite frightening, and I feel like the level is super high compared to what we've just encountered. I think that I feel comfortable encountering some mad villagers, or even this some dark knight like this. But then you look at some of these encounters, they're quite frightening. Like this guy, this seems way beyond Bayor's level right now. So let's see how this is going to play out. Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. Looking forward to Season 2. If you can like and subscribe, it'll help us with the keeping the men here of the YouTube algorithm lit. And you get notified when we play Season 2, so you can ring the bell for that. And thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.